Hello and welcome to Conversations with Dr. Westman. This series is brought to you by Adapt Your Life Academy, and today we're going to be chatting about how to get rid of skin tags. We also have a bonus for you, and it's Dr. Westman's free 8 ways to kill sugar cravings, and we'll put a link for you in the description. How are you doing, Eric?
Doing great. How are you, Glenn?
Very, very good, thanks. So on the subject of skin tags are non-cancerous growths on the skin, and it's been said that high insulin or insulin resistance in the body may be the culprit. What say you, Dr. Westman?
Well, that's right. You might think, why do we talk about skin tags? Well, they actually can be bothersome and worrisome, and they are sort of a telltale sign of internal metabolism of what's going on. So it's pretty interesting. You can use that as a physical diagnosis tool when you look at somebody and you start seeing these growths. Skin tags also goes along with something kind of a velvety black appearance or brown called Acanthosis Nigricans. These are two skin issues that are from high insulin levels, and while we can't prove that in a petri dish, the proof of it is that they go away for most people when you change the diet. When you do especially a keto type of diet, the skin tags can go away.
So let me get that right. So if high insulin is the culprit, it would be obvious then to assume that a keto diet would get rid of them. What sort of success in your clinic do you get with helping folks get rid of these skin tags by putting them on a keto diet? What sort of success do you get?
Yeah, I'd say it's not 100%, but maybe more like 50% of people will have resolution. Some people will even see them, have them sort of fall off. And you have to understand what insulin does. So insulin is a growth hormone. It's a hormone that pushes the systems in the body toward growth, meaning, growing when you're a teenager, in adolescence, puberty, growing when you're growing fat cells and growing obese. It's the same phenomenon. Insulin also helps cancers grow. One of these little known things that also is very popular to think of doing a keto diet with cancer, because the keto diet is one of the best dietary approaches to lower insulin levels. And the mechanism is pretty simple. Dietary carbohydrates, the sugars and the starches, raise the blood sugar or the glucose, and insulin lowers the glucose. So the body doesn't like the glucose to be high. It sends out insulin to lower it. But one of the side effects of insulin being around to lower the blood glucose is the unintended side effect of excessive growth, including skin tags that are visible to other people. So it really, so many things are a result of high insulin levels, over a period of years, generally. And the good news is that you can reverse these chronic complications of too much insulin by doing something like a keto diet, because it lowers the insulin levels by changing the food.
Now, I can't pronounce the other skin condition that you mentioned earlier on. What sort of percentage does that, what sort of percentage do you see in your clinic of that reversing?
That one I see a little bit higher. So it's called Acanthosis Nigricans. You don't have to say it 10 times for me, but so it's a phenomenon that you see, sort of a velvety skin appearance that some people even think it's dirt. So they try to wash it off, but it can't wash off. And some of the tragic stories we hear is that parents try to scrub it off their children, and it's not dirt. You can't scrub it off. It's a phenomenon of this excessive, too much insulin going around. And in just about every case, it's because of too much food, too many carbs. And just track back, lower the insulin by lowering the carbs, lower the carbs by doing something like a keto diet. It's a pretty simple fix.
And what sort of time could someone expect, skin tags and that condition, the other condition, to start reversing?
Yeah, there's some things on a keto diet that get better overnight. In some children, seizures go away overnight, which is, again, kind of just amazing. In other people, the diabetes medicine has to be reduced overnight because the blood sugar comes down so fast. Acanthosis nigricans or skin tags, the acrocordon is the other term for skin tag. Acrocordons, no, it's more like weeks to months. So I think of it not as something that's going to go away overnight. Not like cravings and hunger can go away literally overnight, like these other metabolic issues. And that's what's so phenomenal and nice about a keto diet for weight loss. It's because the hunger and cravings go away so fast. It's unlike any other dietary approach that we have because of the fat burning that you start generating so good, so well, cuts your hunger out really fast. It usually takes a day or two, but the acrocordons or skin tags will take longer. So don't be patient with it, but it's a phenomenon of long-term insulin levels. So it takes a longer term period to go away.
And are there any other negative medical side effects for skin tags?
Well, I don't think so. They're a benign skin growth, so it's not cancer, but it's more just the where if you have them in the neck or face, which are common to have in the neck, they are more of a cosmetic thing. And I mean, you can have them surgically removed, of course, but they'll tend to come back if you don't resolve the underlying condition. And I might add other skin conditions get better as well. Things like eczema, psoriasis, that probably are from the inflammation in the food, not just acrocordons. Maybe we can talk about that another time.
Before we go, because I don't have any more questions for you, but one that you missed out, another big skin condition is acne. I know some of the younger people would be delighted to hear that a keto diet can help acne as well.
Well, absolutely, that's huge, right? It turns out that this excessive growth also affects the pores of the skin, and the acne can be exacerbated, even brought on by carbohydrates and insulin and inflammation. And one of the curious doctors I've met, well, I've met a lot of curious doctors. Some professor came up to me after a meeting, grand rounds, or a lecture that I gave at the university, and he said that he visits a remote area of South America where they've never had sugar. And he told me that in that culture, they didn't have acne for puberty children. It wasn't something that they ever saw because it was the sugar that causes the acne. Now, we don't have, that I'm aware of, randomized trials to show that, but it's one of these phenomena that's very, very common. And when you read about books that dermatologists write, generally they recommend no sugar in the diet because the skin does better without it. And acne, if you have difficulty with acne, I would say give this a try. And I think this is a healthy diet, not internet keto, but food-based keto diets are healthy for anyone, any age, including teenagers. The only time I worry is if someone's on medication and the medication might become too strong. But all we really are promoting with a keto diet is healthy foods without the sugar and lots of starch. And it'd be really kind of cool if there was a phenomenon with the new, social media to get that word out. So especially, if you've had that kind of result, I want to know and help you share that information if you're watching this video and your acne has gone away.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much, Eric. I think there's going to be a lot of people that might be watching this episode with the conditions that we've mentioned today, and we'll be happy to know that a lot of them can be reversed through using a well-formulated ketogenic diet. That's all for us today, folks. Don't forget to grab your bonus. It's Dr. Westman's free 8 ways to kill sugar cravings, and the link will be in the description. If you would like to learn more about Adapt Your Life Academy and our upcoming courses, you can find us on adaptyourlife.com. adaptyourlifeacademy.com. We have some exciting new courses coming your way. If you'd like to see future videos, you can also find us on our YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter accounts under the name of Adapt Your Life. And that's all that we have for today. But we'll be sure to catch up with you in another week's time on another interesting topic. Eric, thank you so much for your time.
If you like this video, you're going to love our Adapt Your Life Academy. So click on the link in the description to find out more.